Patuloy ang paghaharap natin sa mga hamon ng bayan at dito sa agenda, kami ay titindig para lamang sa katotohanan at kapakanan o interes ng ating bayan.
Corruption was monopolized. It was monopolized by the Marcos crony capitalists.
At higit sa lahat, tinatayuan namin ang katotohanan na mula sa utos ng Diyos.
God is with us sa battle ring.
Sinusuri po natin ang programa at katapatan sa bayan ng mga opisyal.
You were elected by the people. You were the choice of the people in whatever position you have right now, and you're supposed to represent them and what is good for the country.
At gayon din ang pamamaraan, tapat, matapang na paglilingkod ng mga lider ng iba't ibang sektor ng lipunan.
Yan ang komisyon. Hindi naman po yan bago. Hindi rin po yan yung mga insidente na ngayon lamang sumusulpot.
Wala pong lugar dito ang fake news o disinformation na tunay na banta sa katotohanan ng ating karanasan bilang mga Pilipino.
We must all continue to stay strong, healthy, safe, and truly free.
Samahan niyo po kami sa patuloy naming pagsulong sa katotohanan ng pag-ibig, pangangalaga sa ating bayan at sa kinabukasan ng bawat Pilipino. Dito lamang sa agenda.
Ngayong 2025, muling umiigting ang hamon sa ating karagatan. Sa West Philippine Sea, nagbangga ng mga barko ng China malapit sa Scarborough Shoal. Kasabay nito, mas lalo pang pinalakas ang kanilang presensya sa paligid ng Ayungin Shoal, kung saan nananatiling nakatindig ang BRP Sierra Madre, tanda ng katapangan at paninindigan ng Pilipinas. Hindi tayo magpapatinag. Ang ating pamahalaan ay patuloy na naghahain ng diplomatic protest, naghahanda ng mga legal na hakbang, at pinapalakas ang pwersang pandagat at Coast Guard. Hindi lamang iyan, kasama rin natin ng ating mga kaalyado tulad ng India, Estados Unidos, Japan, Australia at New Zealand na sabay-sabay nagpakita ng pakikiisa para ipagtanggol ang karapatan ng bawat bansang malayang makapaglululat sa dagat. Mga kababayan, ang usapin sa West Philippine Sea ay higit sa pag-aagaw ng teritoryo. Ito ay laban para sa kabuhayan ng ating mga mangingisda, para sa seguridad at sa ating pagkain at enerhiya, at para sa karapatang igalang ang ating soberenya bilang isang malayang bansa. Sa bawat alon ng hamon, naroon ang boses ng sambayanan, matatag, nagkakaisa, at handang ipaglaban ang ating karapatan. Dito sa The Agenda, ating tatalakayin ang mga issue na may pinakamahalagang saysay, mga isyong huhubog sa kinabukasan ng ating bayan.
The West Philippine Sea is not only a vital source of livelihood and natural resources, but it is also a strategic gateway that connects the Philippines to the world. It is an area of opportunities from fisheries to energy exploration, yet equally marked with challenges including territorial disputes, maritime security, and environmental concerns. Welcome to The Agenda here at Club Filipino, and I am your host, Tony Fred Mison. In cooperation with Impact Publishing, this program is brought to you by EFG Consulting. For today, we have a very busy person who will help us navigate this important conversation. We are honored to have him in our program, the Naval Inspector General of the Philippine Navy and the spokesperson for the West Philippine Sea of the Armed Forces of the Philippines. Join me in welcoming Admiral Trinidad. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you, sir. First and foremost, I may be busy, but I'm never too busy to be here with you this morning.
I like that. Alam mo, this is not our first time to have this conversation, no?
I think it's this third or fourth time.
And I think we should keep on increasing the awareness of our viewers, listeners, and the general public about what's really happening in the West Philippine Sea.
That's one of the thrusts, actually, sir, of the AFP and the Department of Defense, to raise the level of awareness not only for the internal audience, but also for the external audience.
Alam mo, Admiral, sa social media kasi ang nakikita ko yung mga nagbanggaan, pero may nangyari pala dito sa Zambales about a few days ago, as in yesterday yata or 2 days ago. This 10th MMCA near Zambales. Ano po ba yun, sir? At pakipaliwanag ba kung ano ba yung nangyari, what was the objective, and what will be the future events after this MMCA near Zambales?
Yeah, allow me first to backtrack before we go to the MMCA. The thrust of the Department of National Defense is to increase our defense diplomacy with like-minded nations. Ibig sabihin, yung mga bansang sumusuporta sa international law in this part of the country. So if you notice in the past months, past few years, we have seen a spike or an increase in our engagements with Australia, New Zealand, Japan, Korea, Vietnam, India, and other European powers.
Ito sir na nangyari dito sa multilateral maritime coordinating activity. Ano po ba yung ilang barko, ilang bansa, at saka ano pa yung mga ginawa?
Yun. So, based on the defense engagements na generally usapan ito, we now see pag na solidify ang defense engagement and nagkakapirmahan na, whether SOFA, increased partnership, etc., we will now see activities that will implement the agreement. What happened September 2-3 and up to yesterday was one such activity involving the US, Australia, Canada, and the Philippines.
Tapos ano ginawa ninyo? Umikot-ikot kayo? Meron kayong pinasabog na barko? Ano po ba sir ang nangyari talaga doon?
Ito ay kumbaga sa karagatan, there are certain, we call them serials or evolutions. Or simple language, activities at sea. Ship to ship, ship to air, air to air, air to ship. And then each ship may mga pinapractice, sinasanay, nire-rehearse na different evolutions. For us, the greatest takeaway is not only operating with other modern navies, but more importantly, we were able to practice our anti-submarine warfare capability. ASW.
Okay. Galing ah. Hindi namin alam yun. Sana naman, Admiral, palabasin nyo ng konti yung ganitong mga pangyayari dahil puno na tayo sa mga issues sa flood control, sa impeachment. I think we need to be more aware with what's happening in our backyard.
Yeah, probably, sir, I'll inform the public affairs officers of the AFP, Navy, Air Force, Army, that we need to drive this further towards the internal audience. ASW is very important sapagkat in the 1960s and 70s, our Navy had that capability. But because of our focus on internal security, the ships went into a state of disrepair. So hindi natin na-sustain ang ating anti-submarine warfare capability.
You told me, Admiral, kanina that part of the Navy's campaign and I guess the armed forces to increase the level of awareness, no? Dun sa mga appearances ninyo, dun sa mga talks, seminars, and everything else, what do you think is the level of awareness ng ating public pagdating sa issue talaga sa West Philippine Sea?
I'd like to cite the recently, last week, released Okta surveys that showed a vast majority, I think it was 85 or 86% of the Filipinos support the stand of the government. You will not support if you don't understand.
Doon sa 85%, sir, ito po ba alam nilang history why we have this issue in the first place? West Philippine Sea, South China Sea, BRP Sierra Madre. You think they are aware of what the history
I
was?
feel that yung details of the historical perspective, hindi pa siguro. But broadly speaking, based on the result of the survey, the Filipinos are aware, they are supportive, they view that the survey used the term China, but I would like to use the Chinese Communist Party as the greatest threat to the Philippines. And 74% support the stand of government of fighting for our rights in the West Philippine Sea.
Is it accurate, Admiral Trinidad, to say that this thing happened nung nag-pull out yung mga bases ng US doon sa Subic at sa Clark noong 1992?
Yes, historically, as you could see on the presentation, in 1992, with the pull out of the US bases, there was a power vacuum in the South China Sea. Sir, baka hindi nyo alam, in the 80s, ang Baho de Masinloc was a bombing range ng US Air Force at Philippine Air Force. Pinapasadahan yan at pinapasabugan ng Air Force, US Air Force. So in short, when the US bases pulled out, because of the power vacuum, we noticed that there were now Chinese markers in the West Philippine Sea.
As in the day after or siguro naman years after?
The same time frame,
Same time
1992.
frame, 92.
92, 93, 94.
When
Ito
you-
pinapasabog to na Navy noon.
Ano yung mga Chinese markers? What do you mean? Parang buoy?
These are concrete structures, some as tall as 10 meters, 30 feet. Solid concrete. Pinapasabog ng tropa to.
And then years after, nagkaroon ng decision to ground our BRP Sierra Madre sometime in 1999.
99. Because from the markers, we noticed that they started building what they call fishermen shelters, houses on stilts in Mischief Reef
And this was built by the Chinese Communist Party.
by the CCP. Yeah. And then they prevented, pinagbawalan ang Philippine Navy na makapasok sa Mischief Reef. Mischief Reef is a horseshoe-shaped feature na ang tubig sa loob is very calm, very still.
Kaya nga, fisherman's shelter.
Shelter siya. Pati yung ating Navy. And other fishermen from the region. In 1995, 94, I think, pinagbawalan tayong pumasok doon. Gray ship nila na sa loob, binablock na tayo. And then they built the structures, which they then concretized. Ginawang semento. At sinabi nila, this is for maritime research.
Nung ginawang semento yan, Admiral, syempre nakikita naman natin, pero bakit hindi pinasabog? Hindi tulad ng mga previous Chinese markers that you've said earlier.
Yung mga markers, iniiwan nila sa mga shallow water areas. Etong mga features, may mga tao na ito sa Mischief Reef. So, upon recommendation of the Philippine Navy, the government approved a plan. Because we could not build. Mahirap magpatayo sa open sea. We ran aground. LS-57, BRP Sierra Madre, which is the Sierra Madre right now in Ayungin Shoal.
Correct. So, noong 1999, nandoon na yung Philippine presence. At the same time, nandoon yung Chinese presence. Yung Chinese, they built concrete structures.
Concrete
Tayo
structures.
naman, it was the BRP Sierra Madre.
Yun.
Pero somehow, sometime 2012, 2013, panahon ni Pinoy, parang dumami yata yung mga concrete structures nila doon.
Because of if you look at the domestic environment sa mainland China, meron silang aggressive shipbuilding in the late 90s, early 2000, 2010. So they mass produced their ships to include the Navy ships. Kaya yung time frame na yan, dumami ang nagpapatrolyo na PLA Navy, the gray ships in the South China Sea, West Philippine Sea. And then in 2010, 11, 12, we noticed massive reclamation. Subi Reef, Mischief Reef, Johnson Reef.
Yun na nga, yung massive reclamation na yun, it happened under our noses, pero tila yatang napabayaan ba yun ng Philippine Navy, ng Armed Forces, or ng Pinoy administration? Ano ba yun, sir? What really happened? How come all of a sudden these concrete structures talagang mushroomed in that part of West Philippine Sea?
Yung concrete structures, we reported them. But what I would say, the straw that broke the camel's back, na kumbaga, na we realized na grabe na ito, ng gobyerno, na-realize ng gobyerno, was when the massive reclamation took place, 2011, 2012. The AFP did its share. We informed DND, we informed the government. There were social media, there were media releases of this. And makita natin, more massive than what is happening sa Manila Bay right now. And they were able to build an island in the middle of the South China Sea, which over the years, they militarized. May airstrip, may ports, may harbors, may military-grade sensors and communications facilities.
And until now, they're still maintained that way. Samantala, ang Pilipinas, nandoon pa rin si BRP Sierra Madre lang. Ganun ba, sir?
Now, these islands are fully militarized. They are military bases already. Si BRP Sierra Madre has been there since 1999. Our other features, we have 8 other features maliban sa BRP Sierra Madre that we have slowly built, repaired, and enhanced.
Yung 8 other structures na yan, are they also manned by the armed forces?
Yes, Pag-asa Island, Likas, Parola, and all of them. May mga tao tayo doon, may mga facilities tayo. And the good thing with that is it's not only the armed forces, but there are also other government agencies now taking cognizance na dapat na andun sila.
I see.